Hello, people of the internet. I'm Tom. Yes, I am. And it's time for part 2 of my vlog thing for Vlogtober. I think I'm going to call this one Vlog the Dead Horse. I want to share with you something that came through my letterbox today, apart from the petrol. It's this flyer here, came through my door, and it tickled me and it entertained me, and I wanted to share it with you. And so I'm going to read to you what it's about and what's on it, and hopefully we can all share in the laugh. From Moon and Light Markets. They are presenting Craft Market and Psychic Fair with Vintage Tea Party. Because surely you can't just have a craft market and a psychic fair. You have to add that extra element. Some use vintage tea parties, others use knife fights, others use dogs that do backflips. Then they went with the vintage tea party idea. I can kind of see where they're going. That's coming to the Coleshill Town Hall in Coleshill, near where I live. What I do admire about this is that they've put a picture of the town hall itself, there it is, in the flyer. So I think it's as if to say, we're not going to give you a map, just look for this. Remember this building, remember what it looks like, remember the colours, look for this place. I do kind of admire that. What I don't really like is the picture above it, which is a teacup with a candle in it. I don't want a teacup with a candle in it. I want a teacup with tea in it. Stop confusing me. Anyway, every part of it entertains me. What I'm basically going to do is read to you. They've got about 5 bullet points explaining what it is they do and what they're about and what they'll be giving to the people of Coleshill on that day. I'm going to read these out to you because this entertains me a lot. First point, individual psychic readings by our team of readers, to include Marcus, Spirit Whisperer, Eason, Francis, doesn't have a nickname, Kajo, and Callie, also no nickname, Leiden. I'm lying about the last two. I'm not lying about the first one though. Marcus, Spirit Whisperer, Eason. I think he's actually running the whole event. We'll look at him later. But yeah, he's so egotistical. He's given himself the Spirit Whisperer nickname, and it is in the middle of his name. I love it. Anyway, they present approximately 30 stalls. That's a lot of stalls. To include, brace yourself, handmade chocolate and fudge, skincare and cosmetics, children's books, animal healing and dog training. I'd love the animal healing idea, as if I was just going to walk with her. My cat's got piles, what are you going to do about it? Go to a vet. Don't go to these mentalists. I will heal your dog. Don't do it. Spiritual gifts and crystals. Okay, I can kind of expect that from here. Felt decorations. Candles and holders. Cross-stitch plaques. Box-framed artwork and keepsake pictures. Bunting. I've always wondered where people buy bunting from. I see people have bunting and put bunting up. I have no idea where bunting comes from. I've always wondered where to buy bunting. I'm never going to buy it. I've always just wondered where it comes from. Sort of like the milk that comes to my house, or the food that's currently in my freezer. I don't know where they're from, but they're there. They also present cushions. Hand-painted wine glasses. Why are you painting wine glasses? Just give me the wine. Don't paint my glass, just pour more wine in it. Handmade tea soap. Just drink the tea. Don't turn it into a soap. Drink the tea. Handmade cards, jewellery, handbags and purses. I'm still not being sold. Boutique clothing and accessories. Body shop at home. Cupcakes and cookies. Handmade beaded bookmarks. Is there much call for handmade beaded bookmarks? Really? The crescent moon flutes. What the fuck is a crescent moon flute? Really? What? Soy wax melts. The fuck? Sun catchers? Do you mean albino people? Christmas decorations, mini canvases, vintage that's vintage teacup candles. That'll be the tea. Still not happy about it, and much more. How can you get? That's pretty much everything. You've got everything there. I'm surprised you haven't put in the Dalai Lama shreds an awesome guitar solo live at 4 p.m. It just seems like you've got everything there. Everything that's terrible. This I love. I was going to read it and then come back to it. It's a full-on vintage tea party, courtesy of Pair of Peas, being held throughout the day with a seating area for customers, serving a wonderful selection of homemade cakes and savouries. Point number one. Point number one. Full-on vintage tea party. You can't have something. You have to have a full-on vintage tea party. It's going to be full-on. It's going to be extreme. Extreme vintage tea party. One of them's got arsenic in it. Find out. Courtesy of Pair of Peas. Sorry. Give it its respect. Pair of Peas. Pear, as in the fruit, and peas, as in the vegetable. That's who's making this vintage tea. Pair of peas. Pair doesn't make sense. Of course, you're going to give a seating area to your customers. You're not going to make them drink tea standing up, you maniac. A wonderful selection of homemade cakes and savouries. Am I the only one intrigued by what they mean by savouries? Because the only thing that's coming to mind when I'm thinking of savouries is mini cheddars. This is just all sorts of weird. And this one, right. Enjoy browsing through the many stores and spiritual readings available, then relax and enjoy your afternoon tea and cake at the vintage tea party. Full stop. Children welcome. Full stop. Well, if you've got children's books, I'd imagine they'd be welcome. Children welcome. Husbands are not allowed. What else have we got? Yeah, this is the last bullet point, and I love this because they put this in capital letters throughout the entire thing. It seems so unnecessary. Just put into it. Free parking available in the car park opposite the town hall. Nowhere else seems to be. Parking is not available anywhere. Just go out opposite the town hall. It's so bizarre. And on the back, you get a brief description of Marcus, Spirit Whisperer, Eason. Psychic reading parties in the comfort of your own home with our very own Marcus, Spirit Whisperer, Eason. Each reading will be recorded on an individual CD for you to keep. Hooray. So basically, he comes around your house with a laptop, films it all, smacks it on a CD and charges you an extra £25. You gullible twats. 6 or more people needed. Because you can't just be, fleeced on your own. You have to do it with 6 or more people. Just call Mark on it, and the phone number he's given is his mobile number. There's no official. This isn't him running a company. This is just him charging you money for unnecessary things. Yeah. Would you like to see a picture of Marcus? Because I know you do. Let me see if I can get this. That's Marcus. That man right there. He looks like the sort of man that would come around your house and eat your children and then kick your dog. Marcus, Spirit Whisperer. Ethan. There he is. Fear him, and for all that he does. And he's also see us at our Christmas craft markets and psychic fairs. Notice how they've excluded those vintage tea parties. Methinks they're only a few time off. Anyway, yeah, that came to me today, and I thought I should share it with you, the people of the internet.